The new Black Wall Street. Do it right, build wealth, real life, economic empowerment, real tips, insight on the new Black Wall Street. It's on the new Black Wall Street. It's your host.
All right, my beautiful people, thanks so much for tuning in. This is ERGJ, your certified financial educator, here with the new Black Wall Street. And we're going through our book club. We're going through the book From Poverty to Power. That's right, From Poverty to Power by James Allen. And we're going to be picking up on part number 2 as we're going through the way out of an undesirable condition. So if you are a person that's feeling stuck, you feel like you're broke, busted, and disgusted, you're depressed, you're whatever it is that's going on in your life, well, this is the show for you. You want to find out how the way out of your undesirable conditions. If you find yourself in a condition that's undesirable, we're going to be walking through actually how to climb yourself up out of it. So that's what we're going on today. So going to give you a couple minutes to let people join. Go ahead and share. Go ahead and like and all that stuff. What's going on, Miss Jones? What's going on, Anthony? Of course, today's episode brought to you by True Detergent. That's right, True Detergent, manufactured, black-owned and manufactured right here in the Atlanta area. We're doing free Atlanta delivery to your doorstep. So give us a call at 678-851-2400. Again, that's 678-851-2400. I haven't got a call today, so something must be wrong with my phone. 678-851-2400. Go ahead and get your True. Go ahead and make the switch. It's a 101-ounce bottle for $15. That's 15 cents per load, 15 cents per wash. Here's the deal. You're going to wash your clothes anyway. Why not go ahead and switch and help your brother and sister out, help them to build their business, help them to circulate that dollar right back into our community. True Detergent, make the switch. Now, here's the exciting news, guys. We are expanding. Yes, we are expanding. I just locked down a distribution deal in Augusta, Georgia. So if you are in Augusta, True is coming to you. That's right. True is coming to you. So we're now taking pre-orders in the Augusta area. Delivery will be on March 4th. March 4th, we're coming to Augusta, Georgia, baby. So, in case you guys are wondering, I told you guys that we are talking about expanding. We have an expansion drive going on right now, right? That means, oh, your town? Charmaine, let me go ahead and tag you in there. Go ahead and get your pre-order so you can make you some money. All right, so we're expanding, right? So we're doing a campaign, an expansion drive, so that we can add products, right? We're going to add fabric softener and also fragrance-free detergent. So we're asking for your help to make contributions so we can have add to the product line. Help me, help them so they can help us. With the expansion comes more operations. With the expansion comes more warehouses to actually produce, right? With expansion comes more jobs. With expansion comes more opportunity. So if we help this black-owned and manufactured company get to where they need to be, then they're going to help get our brothers and sisters out of the street to stop selling dope and go ahead and sell some detergent. Get them out of the club, get out of the nightclub, and get into an investment club. That's what we got to be talking about, guys. This is how we build the black community. Stop spending your money with ties. Stop spending your money with gain. What do they do for your community? Why not go ahead and invest it into a product and also into a company that can actually make a difference for us, by us? So the True Expansion Drive, go ahead and click on that button up above and make your donation today. Also, we have the investment session coming up next week. So if you're saying, hey, how can I make some money? As I just said, I got a distribution deal in Augusta. I'm going to show you how you too can become a distributor so you can actually capitalize on profit. Everybody put in the comments below, capture profit. I'm going to show you how to make money. And all you got to do is show up and learn. And listen and learn. Okay, again, all you got to do is show up, listen, and learn. You know the hardest part? The hardest part for most people is to show up because they don't really care about making money. They say they want to make money, but then when I tell them I got $1 million idea and I'm going to show you how to make money, they still don't show up. They enjoy being broke. That's just what it is. But I got a few people that done changed their mind. I got a few people from Club Millie who are saying, hey, I walked away from the 90% and I'm attaching myself to the 10% who are talking about making money and making a change and doing something different this year. This right here is Black Wealth Month. No, it's not Black History. It's Black Wealth because we're making history with our dollars. Also coming up, guys, we got the Snapchat IPO session, investment session on Tuesday. So if you're like, hey, I know that Snapchat IPO is coming out in March, and I want to learn all I got to do, are you thinking about investing with Snapchat, actually becoming an owner of Snapchat, and you're saying, hey, I want to know everything I need to know before I make that decision? Well, that's what's going on. You want to go ahead and register for that and meet us on Tuesday with Club Millie members so we can talk about this Snapchat IPO process. And then, of course, if you want to join Club Millie, you're saying, hey, I've been watching long enough. I've been sitting on the sideline. I want to go ahead and get with this crew. Well, you can do that as well. We got a planned presentation every Wednesday and Thursday for a couple weeks. You can join that to get more information. If you're one of those more information people, you know, I need more information before I make a $20 decision. Like you don't need more information before you go buy your coffee. You don't need more information before you go waste your $20. But anyway, if you're a more information person, you can sign up for that. But if you're saying, hey, I want to join today, well, go to www.ergj.net, go scroll down to Club Millie membership. Click that button, enroll, and then boom, you win. We get ready to roll. We get ready to make some money together. All right. So that's all for the announcements. Okay, I got so much going on. I try to make it short. But go ahead and share the video, like the video. Let me go do some shout outs. Miss Jones, if you are in Augusta, make sure you remind me to tag you so you can go ahead and do your pre-order so you can make some money. So you do your pre-orders, right? This is how it works. See, I'm showing y'all how to make money. So you do your pre-orders, right? You get people to pre-order. So you can use my photos, whatever you got to do to get people to know that we coming into town. We got a truckload coming into town. So just imagine us going to Flint with some water. We coming to Augusta with some detergent. And you're going to get your pre-orders, right? And then you're going to get your cut, okay? You get your pre-orders, you're going to get your cut. And I'm going to do this for every city when I come in. You get your pre-orders, you get your cut, all right? That's how it works. Very simple, right? We're going back to the old school way of doing business. All this other stuff, it is what it is. We're going to do it like we know how to do it, all right? As we grow. And then, of course, as we grow, it's going to be different. But until that time, we're going to do it how we got to do it. All right, so, hey, what's going on, Miss Jackson Grantham? How are you? Miss Sweeney, what's going on? Miss Sweeney is on the True Team. What's going on? We're going to make some money. That's right. Let me know if we need to meet today, Miss Sweeney, so we can go ahead and get you set up. Mark, what's going on, man? How are you, man? Thanks so much for joining. Justin in the building. Miss Sanders in the building. As far as coming to Detroit, you got to join the investment session on the 24th. You already are signed up, so we're coming there as well. What's going on, Mr. Burton? Robert, what's going on, Mr. Durham? Mr. Durham, my brother from another mother. What's going on, brother? Miss Kajon, what's going on? Mr. Xavier, I think it's Xavier. I don't know. All right, cool. So anyway, so we're talking about how to get your way, how to actually escape from undesirable conditions. And so we spoke a little bit yesterday, had a wonderful time yesterday, and we're back today with part 2. It's the book, As a Man Thinketh, and it actually has a section, a bonus book called From Poverty to Power, From Poverty to Power. Okay, Gary, that's cool. That's cool. Again, if you're interested in becoming a distributor, you want to go ahead and sign up. Seats are very limited. And here's the deal, guys. I don't have one-off conversations because we're going to talk about the same thing and people are asking the same questions. If you truly are interested, then you're going to sign up and you're going to come to the session. And then guess what? I'm not going to do another session for another month. So if somebody else is like, I'm interested, I'm like, well, sign up for the next session because I just don't have time. I don't have time to one-off and get the same questions asked me, and I got to answer the same questions over and over again. I'm just not going to do it. I'm too busy making money. All right. So here's the deal. I'm not trying to be rude. I'm just saying that's, you got to understand time is my most valuable asset, and it's your most valuable asset as well. So I'm trying to condense time by answering all the questions at the same time. Yes, I know. You know what? We're going to expand in waves. Okay, I can't be everywhere. Okay, so New Jersey, Detroit, wherever, we're gonna do this systematically in waves. So I'm in Atlanta, right? So it makes sense for me to be able to go to Augusta real quick and make that happen. To come to New Jersey, it's going to cost more in shipping. So that means we're going to have to actually be shipping more product to make it more cost effective, right? So it's a little bit different, but I'm working on shipping. I'm doing all that stuff along the way. But if we get enough people that's ready to rock and roll, we're going to make it happen. All right. But we're going to talk about all that on the during our investment session next Friday, I believe, the 24th. Yeah, next Friday. All right, so we talked about yesterday. Let's pick up where we were yesterday. And again, if you are a person, even if this is not for you, we trying to go global, man. Y'all thinking small. I'm thinking Africa. I'm thinking Cambodia. I'm thinking everywhere. It ain't no place in this world. It ain't no place really where people don't wash their clothes, okay? So I'm thinking all over the world. I mean, we're going to get there. We're going to take it one city, one state at a time. We're going to take over. We're going to kick Tide out the water. We're going to make game. We're going to make game pain. That's what we're going to do. Pure, no more. What's going on, Cookie? What's going on? All right, so Again, if you are a person that's going through some undesirable conditions right now, or you know somebody who needs to be here today, go ahead and share that video, like the video so they know what we're talking about, what we got going on. This is our empowerment time. This is midday manna. It's to change the way that we think so we can actually change the results in our life. Changing the way that we think so we can change the results in our life. And so yesterday we finished off with this: cease your complaining and fretting. Cease it. Stop it. Right? None of these things that you blame are the cause of your poverty. Complaining and fretting is not the cause of your poverty. The cause is within yourself. And where the cause is, there also is the remedy. The very fact that you are a complainer shows that you deserve your lot. Put that in the comment below. The fact that you are a complainer, and you're not doing this for yourself. You're saying this to those other people who are always complaining about their plot in life. The fact that you are a complainer shows that you deserve your lot. Shows that you lack that faith, which is the ground of all effort and progress. Faith is the ground of all effort and progress. There's no room for a complainer in the universe of law. And worry is soul suicide. Worry is soul suicide. By your very attitude of mind, you are strengthening the chains which bind you and are drawing about you the darkness by which you are enveloped. Alter your outlook upon life, and your outward life will alter. Alter your outlook upon life, and your outward life will alter. What's going on, AA Ron? Build yourself up in faith and knowledge and make yourself worthy of better surroundings and wider opportunities. Be sure, first of all, that you are making the best of what you have. So here's my question to you guys. Are you currently making the best of what you have? Are you currently in a position where you're saying, you know what, I'm doing all that I can with all that I have? And the reality is, most of us, if we were being honest, we could say, no, I could do more, right? Because here's what I say all the time. If you really think that you're doing all that you can with all that you have, how much TV are you watching per day? Oh, you didn't think that had anything to do with it? Yeah, if you're really doing all that you can with all that you have, then how much TV are you watching per day? Because here's the deal. We all got 24 hours in a day. The question is, what are you doing with your time? Are you really maximizing your time? Are you really investing your time, or are you wasting your time? Are you investing your time, or are you wasting your time? Because if you were really doing all that you can with all that you have, and if you really understood that time is your most valuable asset, and if you really were in a position where you felt like I'm broke, busted, and disgusted, then you would stop wasting time. Would you agree? If time is my most valuable asset, and I know if I can use my time wisely, then I can actually change my time into dollars and cents, then I would stop wasting my time, and I would start putting in the effort and making progress towards the things that I say that I want. So are you really doing all that you can with all that you have? Woo! Y'all didn't know we was going there. This midday manna. People come here to change. That's right. We're using Facebook Live, YouTube, whatever you want to call it, to make change in our life. Now, do not delude yourself into supposing that you can step into greater advantages while overlooking the smaller ones. For if you could, the advantage would be impermanent, and you would quickly fall back again in order to learn the lesson that you have neglected. As the child at school must muster one standard before passing on to the next, so before you can have that greater good which you so desire, you must faithfully employ that which you already possess. You must faithfully employ that which you already possess. And I kind of look at it like this. I kind of look like it as what you have learned in life, your experiences, the schools that you've gone to, the things that you have learned. I consider this to be your, let's just say it's your thermostat. Now, here's what I want you to picture: a thermostat, right? Because when you go into a room and it's cold, you set the thermostat, right? So your experiences, your life, your education, your attitude, it's all a thermostat, right? So what happens, right? You got this thermostat set at your perfect temperature, right? Maybe for you, that perfect temperature is 75 degrees, right? Now, this is the thermostat at 75 degrees. At this thermostat is your experience, your education, your attitude in life. That's what it's set at. Now, we know some people who got a bad attitude, right? They down at 7 degrees, right? We got some people that really just don't get it. They down at 65 degrees. But we're going to say, for purposes of this lesson today, we're at 75 degrees, right? Now, what happens in life when the heat comes, right? When it heats up in your life, everything is going good. It gets super hot, right? Maybe you get a blessing in disguise and just come in your life. And then that temperature, right? It get hot. It get up here to about 80 degrees, 85 degrees. It's up here. But where's the thermostat at? Thermostat's still at 75. So what's going to happen to the temperature? It got hot all of a sudden. It just, the heat came in, got hot. But what's going to happen? Eventually, that thermostat is going to bring that heat right back down to 75, right? But if you want to keep that heat, right, you want that rain to keep on pouring, that means that you got to elevate your education. You got to elevate your experiences. You got to elevate your attitude. You got to elevate your mental state of being. You got to elevate within so that you can keep the temperature hot. Now, let's look at it from the other standpoint. You're at 75 degrees. This is your education. This is your experience. This is your attitude. This is how you view life. This is your in. This is your within. But now you get some bad stuff happening in your life. I mean, it's like, oh my goodness, it feels like it's 60 degrees. You got all these Debbie Downers in your life. You got all these this temporary stuff that's going on. Well, here's the deal. You still have this thermostat set at 75. Now, for many of you, you got this stuff going on in your life that's bad. It's raining, it's pouring, right? You're going through some tough stuff. You're getting sued. You got all this stuff going on, right? Now, here's where many people fail to realize. They still have this thermostat set at 75, but for some reason, they start to lower the thermostat and start to try to meet the conditions or the circumstances that are happening in their life. They try to come down. Well, no. We don't want to do that. We want to keep our thermostat here, and we're going to cause these things that are happening, these issues of life, to bring it right back on up to where we are. So you, individually, you set your thermostat in life. You determine what you decide to learn. You don't leave it up to the colleges. You don't leave it up to formal education. You say, I'm going to take control of what I learn. I'm going to take control of my attitude. I'm going to take control of how I look at life. And how you look at life, how you approach life day in and day out. Everybody put that in the comments below. Day in and day out. Day in and day out. How you approach life is your thermostat. And I got to ask you at this point in time, for everybody that's watching this, what temperature do you have your thermostat set to? Of course, that's a rhetorical question. You don't have to answer that if you don't want, but what temperature is your thermostat set on? Day in and day out. So if you want your life to change, if you want things to get better, you want the positive flow of opportunity, you want fortune to find you, what I'm asking you to do is move the temperature up in your life. Take the thermostat up, right? Do more, be more, become more so that you can have more. Let me say that again. Do more, be more, become more so that you can have more. And you'll start to see the temperature of your life move on up. Make the block hot. That's what I'm talking about. All right, so perhaps you were living in a small cottage and are surrounded by unhealthy and vicious influences. You desire a larger and more sanitary residence. Then you must fit yourself for such a residence by first of all making your cottage as far as possible a little paradise. Keep it spotlessly clean. Make it look as pretty, as sweet as your limited means will allow. Cook your plain food with all care and arrange your humble table as tastefully as you possibly can. If you cannot afford a carpet, let your rooms be carpeted with smiles and welcomes, fastened down with the nails of kind words, driven in with the hammer of patience. Such a carpet will not fade in the sun, and constant use will never wear it away. By so enabling your present surroundings, you will rise above them. So by ennobling, this is our vocabulary word right here, ennobling. Okay, somebody tell me what this means. I mean, I got an idea what it means, but I need the official Webster's understanding of this word, ennobling. Okay. Woo! Man, our vocabulary going up too, guys. All right. So by so ennobling your present surroundings, you will rise above them and above the need of them. And at that right time, you will pass into the better house and surroundings which have all along been waiting for you and which you have fitted yourself to occupy. I hope you guys are getting this, right? So whatever it is that you desire is waiting on you. But be honest with yourself and say, am I really ready to occupy that space? Have I become who I need to become in order to have the things that I say that I want to have? If it's waiting on me, then that means that I have to do something to actually acquire that which it is that I want in this life, right? So what is it? You got to be honest. You really have to, at some point in your life, you got to be honest with yourself. Go ahead and put that in the comments below. Be honest with yourself. You don't have to tell me. You don't have to tell your brother, your sister, your mom, your husband, your wife. You may not ever be honest with them. But at some point in your life, you're going to wake up and say, let me just be honest with myself. Where am I right now? Where do I want to be? What is this gap between where I want to be and where I am, and how can I actually get there? And it starts by you raising the temperature in your very own life. Be honest with yourself. Perhaps you desire more time for thought and effort and feel that your hours of labor are too hard and too long. How many guys are there? You're like, man, I just need freedom. I need my time back. Perhaps you desire more time for thought and effort and feel that your hours of labor are too hard and long. Then see to it that you are utilizing to the fullest possible extent what little spare time you have. And that's what I just talked about. We say that, but then we go home and watch TV. It is useless to desire more time if you are already wasting what little you have. It is useless to desire more time if you are already wasting what little you have. For you would only grow more indolent and indifferent. Every poverty and lack of time and leisure are not the evils that you imagine they are. And if they hinder you in your progress, it is because you have clothed them in your own weakness. And the evil that you see in them is really in yourself. Endeavor to fully and completely realize that insofar as you shape and mold your mind, you are the maker of your destiny. And as by the transmuting power of self-discipline, you realize this more and more. You will come to see that these so-called evils may be converted into blessings. These so-called evils may be converted into blessings. So here's my question for you guys. I want you to think of something in your life that you have now matured from, something that you have grown from, that at one point in time you thought it was evil, but you have converted this thing that you at one point in time was evil in your life, was a bad thing, and you've converted it to a blessing. I like to hear your testimony a little bit. Maybe you got something simple. You're like, you know what? That wasn't as evil as I thought. I just looked at it the wrong way, and now I see it as a blessing or a benefit to my life, and I'm able to actually deal with it in a different manner. Maybe it's a person that you, at one point in time, you just absolutely couldn't stand. I've got some of my best friends from people that I couldn't stand in the beginning. Maybe that's what it is for you. I don't know what it is, but there was something in your past that at one point in time, you looked at it as being evil. You looked at it as being a devil. You looked at it as being not good for you. But now that you're older, you're wiser, and you become more, you realize that that thing is not evil. It is actually a blessing, because guess what? It taught you a lesson. We're going somewhere here. You once thought it was bad. You once thought it was evil. You once thought it was the devil, but now you see it as a blessing, all because it taught you a lesson. What's that lesson that you learned? And this is the time we want to be open, right? Because we want to share with our brothers and sisters. I learned this lesson from this one thing that used to be, quote unquote, bad in my life. But I learned a lesson. What's the lesson that you... Oh, man. All right. Looped in the building. He said marriage. Said it was hell at first, but it's heaven now, huh? He said it was hell at first, but it's heaven now. What's that thing for you, though, guys? Go ahead and share. You know, what is it that was evil for you? It was evil for you, but now it's a blessing, right? It's a blessing. That might be a little tough. You think about it, like, man, what? I done been through so much stuff. Oh, my goodness. I got so much to share. I don't know what to share. That's going to be Facebook worthy. I want to go Facebook there. I'm telling all my business. All right. So where was I? Oh, okay. So endeavor. No, I wasn't there. Oh, so-called evils may be converted into blessings. Oh, okay. You never thought you'd take the plunge. Okay, that's cool. You will then utilize your poverty for the cultivation of patience, hope, and courage. Wanda says this: accept people for who they are, but believe them when they show you the first time. It ended up being a great thing. So that marriage is a great thing. That's what I'm talking about, man. Got your ace boom coon. You will then realize your poverty. You will then utilize your poverty for the cultivation of patience, hope, and courage, and your lack of time in the gaining of promptness of action and decision of mind, by seizing the precious moments as they present themselves for your acceptance. Now, I talk about this all the time, guys. Like, when an opportunity comes to me, I absolutely just jump on it. I don't waste any time. I don't need to have a million meetings to make a decision. I just go jump on it. And guess what? If it's a bad decision, at least I was bold enough to go ahead and make a decision. Some of you have analysis paralysis. Let me put that in the comments below. You got analysis paralysis. You sit and think and overthink and think and overthink and think, and you never make a decision. And matter of fact, when you don't make a decision, that is a decision. You're basically saying, I don't have time to really say yes or no, so ultimately my actions are saying no because I'm still thinking about this opportunity. And then by the time you realize, oh, that would have been a good decision, the opportunity is gone. Analysis paralysis. Sometimes you just got to just hop into the saddle and say, you know what? It's better for me to be in action and production than to be sitting here and idle thinking about what I could be doing when I actually could be doing something. So while you're thinking about doing something, you're doing nothing. And while you're doing nothing, everybody else is doing something. Let me help you understand this. Time waits for no one, and money doesn't stop for you either. Time waits for no one, and money doesn't stop for you either. So while you're sitting around just thinking and thinking, make a decision. Now, here's another thing. Maybe you're not thinking. Maybe you're asking a million questions. Let me talk about this for a second. All right. So maybe you're the person you're the interrogator, right? You're the person that asks a question after question after question after question, all for the illusion that you're looking for a decision. It's the illusion of looking for a decision. You're not really looking for a decision. You're looking for a reason to say no. Let me repeat that again. I'm going to call you out. The reason why you're asking so many questions is because you're looking for a reason to say no. Instead of looking for a reason to say yes, you're trying to find a hole in the presentation. You're trying to find the reason why you shouldn't do something instead of trying to figure out why you should. And that's automatically put you in a position of fear instead of a position of faith. And because you're not in a position of faith, you don't get the things that faith brings. Oh my goodness. What happened? This is midday manna. That's right. This is midday manna. Let me just back up and say that again. You're asking question after question after question. You're the more info person. I need more info. Okay, I still need more info. Okay, I got that. Give me more info. Like, that was all the info. What else do you need? You're that person that just asks questions. And there's nothing wrong with being diligent. There's nothing wrong with asking questions. But when you ask questions, you should be, the reason why you're asking questions is to actually lead you to a path of understanding, right? But you're not really doing that. You're asking questions because you're searching for a way out instead of looking for a way in. You're not really looking for understanding. You're really looking for a way to say, oh, no, that's not for me. Let me keep going on. So you waste the person's time by asking questions. But if you were really looking for understanding, you were really looking for a way in, you were really looking to see if this was an opportunity, then you would ask the type of questions that would bring you to understanding. You wouldn't ask the crazy questions. Like, somebody hit me up and said, they were, I think, my affiliate thing. And she was like, do you own the product? Like, what does that have to do? How does that help you make a decision whether I own the product or not? And I was like, well, why? Like, do you want to make some money or not? Like, does it matter if I own it? What kind of question is that? That's not the type of question that's leading you to understanding. That's the type of question that's leading me to 50 questions. And I recognize it. So there's no point in me in exchanging with someone who just has 50 million questions. That's not a question that leads you to making some money. That's just a question that wastes people's time. What does that have to do anything? Either you want to make some money or you don't. That's it. That's all I need to know. Do you want to make some money? Yes. Okay, I'm going to show you how. But don't ask me 50 million questions that has absolutely nothing to do. Now, if you ask me, well, how are we going to make some money? No, that's the type of person I want to deal with. How are we going to do this? Not anything else that has done anything else. I really don't need to hear. If you ask me how, let's talk. But if you ask me why, well, what do you mean why? What kind of question is that? I'm just saying. Again, I'm just trying to help you out. Because if you, especially if you, this is me. If you're dealing with me and you're trying to really you come up, you're really trying to change this thing, you're really trying to make a difference in the Black economy, you're really trying to get your money up, you're really trying to get out of debt, you're really trying to finance your own freedom, you're really trying to do that, where you're going to ask the type of questions that's going to lead you to understanding. You're not going to ask the type of questions that's going to lead you to cop out the same way that you've been copping out your whole life. Ooh. My bad. Y'all come here for the truth. That's what it is. So it's nothing wrong, again, with asking questions. It's just think about the type of question that you're asking and then ask yourself, with my line of questioning, where is it leading me? Is it leading me to an informed decision, or just leading me to more analysis by paralysis, right? So why not? Hey, I've been there. I used to be that person that just mull over and mull over. Is this the right thing? But here's the deal. How many of you guys make decisions? How many of you guys make bad decisions every day without questioning it at all? You make a bad decision every day and you don't question it at all. But then something new comes into your life and it's a new opportunity, quite possibly. And you analyze it to the point where you make no decision, but you have no problem making bad decisions and not even thinking about it. You see how stinking our thinking is, right? How many of you guys actually recollect? In other words, at the end of your day, you recall everything. You're like, this is what happened today. I did this good. I did this. But how many of you guys actually reflect on your day on a day-to-day basis? Do I have anybody that actually reflects on their day? Like what I did good, what I did bad, what I need to do tomorrow if God wakes me up? Do you take time to meditate or reflect on your accomplishments, on your daily, what you got accomplished, what you did wrong, what you said wrong? Do you take time to actually reflect on your day so that tomorrow you'll be a better you? Ooh, I'm going somewhere today. Do you take the time to reflect on your daily activity so that you can actually fix the things that were wrong so that tomorrow you can be a better you? If you don't, okay, consider doing that. Why? Because when you reflect, when you do a recollection of your account, you would take account for your day, what you did right, what you did wrong, what you can actually do better. That's actually an investment in yourself. And I stress this so much. If you want to really raise the bar, you really want to raise the temperature in your life, well, you got to start doing a daily account. And then every day you'll get better and better. You'll start raising that temperature every day. You can do more investing. You can have a better rate of return on yourself than anything else in this world, because you can grow 10% overnight. You can grow 100% overnight. You absolutely can. Most of us don't think we can, but you absolutely can. But you can't do it if you don't really know where you started. You don't really look at, okay, how far you've come. You don't really recall or reflect or do any type of meditation so that you can become a better you. Does that make sense? It's your decision. You have to decide that you want to be a better you. You have to decide that I want to become a better me so that I can attract the better things that I feel I deserve. Too many people feel like they deserve something, but they haven't become what they need to become to get it. That's insane. You really deserve that Porsche? You deserve it, right? You deserve it, but yet, you know what I'm saying? Look at your life. You know what I'm saying? You got a Pinto life, but you want a Porsche. Really? I'm going back to the book. Y'all gonna get me in trouble, man. I'm gonna lose some fans today. I'm losing followers as we speak. All right. Well, I don't even know where I was. All right, here we go. So you will utilize your poverty for cultivation of patience, hope, and courage. Your lack of time and the gaining of promptness of action and decision of mind by seizing the precious moments as they present themselves for your acceptance. As in the rankest soil, the most beautiful flowers are grown, so in the dark soil of poverty, the choicest flowers of humanity have developed and bloomed. And quite honestly, I became my best self when I was at my worst. it was at my worst times, my poorest times of my life, where I actually developed the character to be rich. It was at those times where I said, I'm going to do whatever it takes. I'm going to work the extra hours. I'm going to get the extra job. I'm going to work the overtime when they come. I'm going to move into the smallest apartment. I'm going to reduce my expenses. I'm going to do whatever it takes to get out of debt. Right? I did that when I was poor. And I kept that same mindset to say, I'm never going to be broke again another day in my life. Everybody put that in comments below. I'm not going to be broke another day in my life. That statement changed my life because I realized, number one, I had a reality check. I was broke. Okay? I was broke. It was a reality check. But then I said, you know what? I can fix this. If I can find my way into it, I can climb myself out. And I said to myself, I am never going to be broke another day in my life. That one statement. While you guys may do all the affirmations about being rich, I had an affirmation of never being broke. And once I said that, and I believed it, and I said that I'm going to fix my very own life, that's when I started reaching and climbing. That's when I started saying, you know, enough with that, enough with this. And if that got something to do with me spending money that I don't have, I ain't got time for it. That's when I started, you know what I'm saying, working those double overtimes. That's when I did it for a little while. But I said to myself, and I made a commitment to myself, my future self, my life. I made a commitment to the children that I don't have. I made a commitment to the generation that I'm going to lead. I made a commitment back then that I was never going to be broke another day in my life. That's what all started for me. That's why you'll see me hustling. That's why you'll see me looking for opportunities. That's why you see me do what I do, because I made a commitment 10 years ago that I would never be broke another day in my life. You know what, guys? I'm going to stop right there because I think that's enough for today. I really want you guys to think about this over the weekend. What is your life going to look like 10 years from now? What decisions are you going to make today so that your life 10 years from now will be that much more glorious? What are the decisions that you're going to make today so that 20 years from now, your whole family is going to remember the day that you made a different decision in your life? What are the decisions that you're going to make today to change the rest of your life forever? And I'm just sharing with you what worked for me. I simply said, and I believed it in my heart, that I was never going to be broke another day in my life. You got decisions that you need to make. And I'm presenting so many opportunities for you to have access, but you can only take advantage of the access if you seize it, if you go after it, if you decide that this thing that you desire, this life that you want to live, that is possible for you, and that you're willing to become who you need to become to have it. It's waiting on you. But you can't be complacent. You can't stay comfortable where you are if you really do desire to have the life that you say you want to live. From poverty to power, that's what we're talking about. How to get out of these undesirable conditions and you can live the life that you want to live is absolutely in your power. It's absolutely in your control. Yes, there are things that you're going to have to overcome, but you overcoming is part of the process of building your character. What are you willing to do to live the life that you say that you want to live? And does it reflect? Can we see it? Like, you don't have to question when you look at my life, whatever it is you think about me, you don't have to question whether I'm headed, whatever you may think, you don't have to question whether I'm going in some direction or not. You see it in action. You see it in my tenacity. You see it in my drive. I don't have to tell you. You see it. My question to you is, what do people see when they look into your life? What do they see? What do they see? If you do an honest assessment, what do people see when they look in your life? I'm not asking you to be like me. I'm asking you to go after the life of your dreams. And I'm asking you not just to go after it, I'm asking you to become the person of your dreams so that you can have your dreams. Everybody put that in the comments below. I need to become the person of my dreams so that I can have my dreams. That's the ERGJ original right there. Don't try to steal my quote. I need to become the person of my dreams so that I can have the things of my dreams. Woo! It's getting hot in here. What's going on, Miss Shauna? I'll say, y'all probably talk faster than you guys type. I feel like it's like a little delay in y'all typing. So anyway, man, this is Midday Manna, and we're just trying to help, man. I'm just sharing some things in my life that has helped change the way that I think. And me, by changing the way I think, has actually changed my life. And I want to make sure I help as many people as possible to change their life so they can have their best life and they can live the life that they want to live. Too many of us are in positions or in undesirable conditions. And the first way to get out of that is you got to start, one, you got to start thinking different. Then you got to start being around different, right? If you're still hanging out with the people who think like you used to think, then you're going to find your way going back to thinking that way. So we've got a club set up for you to walk away from that 90% of people who thinking how you used to think. And you can make a decision today to say, I'm going to walk with the 10%. I'm just going to make a decision. I'm not going to quit asking questions. I'm not going to look for more info. I want to get on this train. And if that's you, it's open to you. But what I can say is if you wait so long, then you're going to find that the door is closed. And you'll be like, man, I remember when they started this. I remember when they said what they was going to do. Now I see them, whatever, on TV, or I see them around the world, whatever it is that you see. And you'll be wondering, well, why didn't I just make a $20 decision? So, so that's up to you. But that's Club Millie. www.ergj.net. You can feel free to join us while the doors are open. Once we get to 1,000 people, the doors close. We just hit 85, I think, today. Since the beginning of February, our goal was 100, so we're almost to our goal. You could be part of that goal. You could be part of that 1,000, but it's a decision that you have to make. It's your decision. It's a decision to make a donation to True Products and help them to expand so that we can bring more jobs to our community. We can get behind a product that's made by us. We can put a product like this into our stores. We can become distributors for our very own product. And then we can have them trying to get us and trying to buy from us. So if you're really talking about rebuilding Black Wall Street, if you're really talking about building the Black economy, it's got to start somewhere. And what I'm saying is, in my eyes, it can start as simple as a product like this. Something that everybody's got to do anyway. Everybody don't have to wear this shirt. Everybody doesn't have to use this pen. Everybody doesn't have to read this book. But everybody is going to wash their clothes. Okay? Did I make it plain enough? Now you may be saying, hey, I'm not only am I going to donate, I'm going to do that because I want True to bring out these new products. Well, I also want to learn how I can make some money off this product. Well, hey guys, I'm expanding to Augusta. I just gave 3-4 people an opportunity to make some money just like that. Well, we're going to have an investment session because maybe you're not in Augusta. Maybe you're somewhere else. You're like, well, I'm not in Augusta, but I want to learn. Okay, we got a link. It's called True Investment Session. We only got so many seats. Once they go, you're going to have to wait another month. And that's going to be another month of you waiting for opportunity when you got the opportunity to do it now. You click that link and you sign up for that. And then we got something for your kids. We're going to teach your kids. Oh, I don't have it up there. We got a Snapchat IPO coming up where we're going to talk about Snapchat. They're going public, and maybe you are thinking about investing or becoming a part owner of Snapchat. Well, we're going to get together and talk about that first, so you can make an educated decision. You want to join that? Or if you just actually join the club, right? You say, hey, you know what? I'm making a decision to join the club. All this other stuff you're talking about is good, but I want to join the club. Well, guess what? When you join the club, all this other stuff that I'm talking about is a part of your membership. So I don't know if I can make it any clearer or any plainer than that, but that's just what it is. So today's episode is brought to you by True Detergent, Black-owned and manufactured right here in the Atlanta area. We're doing free delivery to your doorstep. Give us a call, 678-851-2400. I feel like my phone is broke because nobody called me. I normally have orders on the weekend, so something must be wrong with my phone. Mr. Telephone Man, there's something wrong with my line because my beautiful people are not calling me yet to get their detergent this weekend. All right? 101 ounce for $15, man, 15 cents per wash. Hey, you're going to wash your clothes anyway. Why not support your Black brother and sister who's going to actually reinvest their profits back into the community to give opportunity, to give jobs to our beautiful brothers and sisters, get them off the street. No more slang and dope. We're going to slang detergent. You see what I'm saying? That's what we're doing. All right, guys. Well, I hope that you had, you know what? I'm a little upset because Wanda's the only person who wrote, I need to become the person of my dreams so I need to become the person of my dreams so I can have the things of my dreams. No one else wrote that. I'm a little upset. Oh, Cookie wrote it. I need to become the person of my dreams so that I can have the things of my dreams. Well, hey guys, this is Midday Manna, man. Hopefully you got something out of the day. I really try to pour my whole soul into you, no matter how far away we are. We're using social media. Shauna's doing her thing on social media. We're using our social media to uplift our people. Everybody else is doing all this crazy stuff. I started unfollowing. I started unfriending people who are not about the business. I need the movers and shakers at the top of my timeline, and I would suggest that you do the same thing. That's one simple thing that you can do to walk away from the 90%. What I'm looking for is I'm looking for the leaders of our community. Let me put that in plain and simple. I'm looking for the leaders of our community so that we can lead the field and get everyone else to follow. If you're that leader and you're saying, that's me, then you need to go ahead and join Club Millie today. www.ergj.net. You can walk with leaders or you can just talk about the leaders. Either way, we're going to lead the field. Hey, this is ERGJ from ERGJ Enterprise, your certified financial educator and founder of the New Black Wall Street. Here today with your New Black Wall Street book club, From Poverty to Power by James Allen. I want you guys to remember this. It takes a village, but it starts with us. Let's build as we climb together. Have a great day.
The New Black Wall Street. Thanks you for joining the show. We gave a lot of great tips, but it's time to go. Take the knowledge we shared, hope you use it and grow. We'll see you all there at the next episode of The New Black Wall Street. The New Black Wall Street.